Alright, hi there everyone. I thought I'd do a quick video. Basically because I get a lot of questions on my channel. I did a number of videos over the last few years about battling depression and stuff, and being on different tablets and going to therapy and all kinds of stuff. It's been a long battle through different treatments, and I get a lot of comments about people saying, like, am I on any tablets? How am I doing now mentally and stuff? So I thought I'd do an update just for the people who've been asking, and talk about what I found to work best for me currently, because we're just gone through December, and winter, especially Christmas time, I've always found the hardest time to get through, the time where I get the most negative mental effects. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. The most depression and stuff comes, I find, over Christmas and through the winter months, where there's like low light, bad weather and all that. But this year I've actually found it very easy to get through December, and yeah, I've found that something that really has helped, which is strange, is running, regular exercise. I go running now, and I don't take any tablets anymore. I think I stopped taking them early this year, and basically the tablets, the antidepressants, SSRIs that I was on, really worked, and I'm not going to be negative on them. Everyone has different effects on them, but for me they were like a miracle. I was able to lift myself up out of a position where I was pretty much suicidal, and get a completely different perspective. The reason why I stopped taking them was, after a while, the side effects got worse and I got more and more tired, to the point where it wasn't worth taking them, because although it was helping with the depression, it was making me so tired there was no point. I just couldn't do anything. I was sleeping all day, I wasn't going out, so I may as well have been depressed, because that's what I was doing when I was depressed anyway. So I stopped taking them, and what I did was I joined a running club. Now I'd never run before in my life, and this was kind of a easy-going running club. It's more of a social club with a running aspect. So I just joined it to see what it was like. I don't know, I felt like I needed to get more social, and I thought maybe exercise would be good, seeing as I was coming off the tablets. I didn't want to have bad side effects from withdrawals, and I thought maybe a bit of exercise would be good for that. But I found the more I ran, the less depressed I felt, and I actually started to feel even better than I did when I was on the tablets. Instead of getting withdrawal effects from the tablets coming off them, I started to feel better than I had in many years. And I won't lie, the running was really difficult in the beginning. I'm still not in great shape. I'm still kind of overweight. I've got a bit of a gut. You can probably see I've still got the double chins a bit. But I'm timing myself. I've really improved my running times. But when I first started, I was like running for a bit and then stopping, and I was like almost dying from being out of breath. My heart felt like it was pumping out my chest. My legs, I'd get like pains in my shins. Oh, it was terrible. And I don't know, I think that might actually be part of it. I think, now this is a slight theory of mine, which might not sound too good to people, but I think running, or any kind of exercise that kind of is painful, kind of hits the same things that you hit when you self-harm. I don't know if that sounds bad taste, but what I mean is you kind of get that feeling, I don't know, you get the ache in your legs, you get the feeling afterwards of like that dull pain, which kind of takes your mind off the depression. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like sometimes the the painful aspect of it is kind of what helps. I don't know. But don't let that put you off, by the way. It's not like the worst thing ever. It's not agony. It's just like you get out of breath and your legs hurt for a while. But you just keep going and you see improvements in your body, in your performance, in your just in your health, how you feel. And that also aids boosting your mood. As you see yourself improving, you start to feel, oh, sorry, I've just eaten. I shouldn't record these right after eating. Yeah, so as well as the pain aspect of it, I think there's just feeling yourself improving, seeing progress in yourself, something you're doing for yourself, going out there, forcing, and you have to force yourself when you first start. You'll feel like giving up, especially like when you run 1 week and you do quite well, and then the next week you run, and it's like, yeah, you just can't. Like some weeks you just run, or some days you run and it's just like your legs are seizing up and you just can't do it, and it's just like, I feel like I'm not making progress. You just got to keep going, just force yourself out there. I was going out like in the dark, head torch on, running around the park and stuff in any weather, and yeah, you've just got to keep forcing yourself out there. If you can't run, walk, whatever exercise you can do. I don't know if it has to be running. I've just found that running was the best. Like I used to go walking a lot, but I found you had to get a lot of walking in to feel the benefit. You know, you got to walk until your legs are aching, and I could walk miles and miles. So yeah, running for me is the one where I see the most benefits. If I have a week off, like I had a couple of weeks where I was ill and I wasn't going out running, I suddenly start to feel the change in my mental state. It's definitely the running that is doing the benefit for me. So that's my advice, is especially if you don't want to take pills or you're having side effects like I was doing. If you haven't, and people were actually telling me to go out and do exercise as a antidepressant for years, and I kind of was like, whatever. I don't know if that'll help. And as soon as I started doing it, I was like, something just clicked in my head, and yeah, I've felt fine since. I go running. I try and go at least once a week, 3 times. Sometimes, like if I go 3 times, my legs hurt too much, and then I have to stop for like a week for my legs to recover. I don't know what it is. I think for me personally, because I had testicular cancer, I've got low testosterone now, so it means for some people with low testosterone, it means it's hard for them to build muscle and hard for them to lose weight. So I feel like sometimes if I do running like 3 times, especially if it's in like short succession, my legs sort of seize up and then I can't run for a while. So I try and go at least once a week, twice, and sometimes 3 times if I can manage it. But yeah, but that's enough. I try and do 5k. The running group I go with, we usually do about 8 or 9k, but it's like it's called hashing running, where you run, you're kind of following a trail and there's lots of stops and things. If you want to get into running, I'd suggest you look up Hash House Harriers. They're all over the world. There's groups. It's a really good like social group as well, which I think also helps with depression, is getting a bit of a social group. But it's really good if you've never ran before, because it's a kind of running where it's not a race. You all kind of stay together in a group no matter what your ability. There's like all ages, all abilities, and you kind of follow a trail, and there's like false trails and dead ends and stops and things. So anyone who's up at front, they're at a kind of disadvantage because they're running off down trails and coming to dead ends and having to come back. If you're at the back, you kind of keep up with everyone because you're seeing them do the dead ends and come back. You're not going down the false trails. Anyway, that's hashing. That's how I got into running. And yeah, I just wanted to say this because a lot of people have been asking about the mental health thing. And yeah, that's the best thing I found. It's been like amazing, and I didn't think it would be. I just did it because I thought, I was getting a bit overweight, piling on the pounds, especially because I left the job where I was on my feet all day and I was just sitting in front of the computer all day. So I was putting on more pounds. I was like, I've got to do something. I'll get out. I'll join this running group. I'll see what it's all about. And I haven't looked back since. It's been about 5 or 6 months, I think. And I've just been going regular, like at least once a week, but more if I can, as much as I can fit in, health and weather permitting. So that's just my advice. If you are struggling with depression and you don't do any exercise, it's really hard as well. I know how hard it is to motivate yourself to get out of the house. You've just got to force yourself. And if you start exercising, I promise you'll see a benefit. You know, I ignored that advice for years and went through therapy, antidepressants, everything. And I realised that not everybody can run as well. Like some people have got like disabilities or, you know, bad knees or something where they can't run. There's always some sort of exercise you can do. Maybe you can like lift weights or do something, but I think you've got to do something where it makes you ache afterwards. I think that's part of it. I don't know what it is. I did compare it to self-harm, but I don't know if that's right. It's just there's something about the aching of it that somehow affects the depression. It kind of gives you a focus, and and the more your body improves. I'm at about 30 minutes for a 5k now. I finally got to a position where I can run 5k without stopping. It's not amazing, but for me it's amazing, because I basically had like years and years of just sitting around eating, smoking, drinking, and being generally very unhealthy. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I don't know if I'm cured forever, but for now it's definitely improved. And yeah, that's my advice. If you do one thing to try and help yourself with depression, go and do some exercise. It's I don't know how it works. It just something in my brain just click, bang, you know. So I don't know. Go try it out. Why not? And also running. You don't need it. You don't really need any special equipment to get started. At least just put on your trainers and some sweatpants. If you're depressed, you've definitely got a collection of sweatpants. I know that. I know what it's like. So you've got the equipment now to just go out. All you need to do is force yourself to leave the house. That's the hardest bit to get started. And like, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to just sit around in the house for weeks on end, not doing anything. Just force yourself. Just get up, put your trainers on, and get out and hit the tarmac, hit the park, whatever. You know. Anyway, hopefully I'll might do some running videos now that I can run 5k without stopping. I might do a video of my route that I take, one of them, just to do a video. I don't know. I'll try and find some way of mounting my camera so I can run. But yeah, like I say, if you can't run, just try and find some way of exercising. It's like magic. I don't know how it works, but that's what I found works best for me, and I would like to impart that advice onto someone else, because I ignored it for years, and I shouldn't have done. So okay, there we go. The best antidepressant I found ever. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'm talking bullshit, but it's definitely worked for me. Alright, bye.